everybody's really disappointed in the outcome of the game, and that locker room's pretty crushed because we had a really good week of preparation, and I thought the guys were dialed in. Congratulations to Monk and Army, guys. I've been in that game a lot and played triple option teams, and we played them as good as we could play them the first half with regards to getting them to punt it a couple times and getting some stops. We didn't finish drives. That's why it was 13 to 7 at half and not 21, because you can't settle for field goals. And then the second half, guys, we knew that they finished the first half with a score and we're getting the ball back, and we go 3 and out. That's awesome. We can't go 3 and out on offense after that. And then it started to snowball on us a little bit. And guys, when you're running the ball for 3 yards and 2 yards and then 4 yards, and you're getting cut at your knees every play, which is legal, and you're trying to tackle that fullback and that quarterback all day long, it gets to wear on you. And there's not a doubt in my mind that kick return hurt us. I mean, they took 15 plays and scored, and then awesome, we get a kick return for a touchdown. We got no chance to make any adjustments. That's the way they play, and we got to go back out there. So then we have another 15 plays and do a great job of, I think, holding them to a field goal. And then the freakiest thing happens. And we can ask Monk, but I'm positive they were trying to drill it and hit a guy because they knew we were ready for an onside kick. And not only does it hit the guy square, it's like a 90-mile-an-hour fastball from 10 yards. It doesn't go backwards to our line, it goes right to their line. Sure enough, now they've got another possession and our offense sitting on the sideline, and now we're gonna play about 45 plays in a row. That's the way that this team can beat you. So, and then all that being said, we've got a chance, and we just missed a couple plays. We got to come down with catches. Avery was on point on that last drive, and we didn't finish plays. Guys, I'm dang proud of that football team that we have in there. I'm disappointed in the loss, just like everybody else is, just like the fan base should be, just like our parents, our players, our supports. I mean, we put so much into that. But guys, it's going to be hard to win college games, and that's the way the season's going to go. And I told the guys, you know what? As a leader, and I'm the leader of this group, it ain't sunny and 70 every day. And when it ain't sunny and 70, who's got to stand up? It's got to be me. And I know that we have a good football team. And guys, they can hammer me to death about not getting this win. I'm going to come back. I'm going to come back tomorrow, and I'm going to give it my all with those guys, because those guys deserve it. And I ask those guys, I promise you, we as a coaching staff will have your back. Please have each other's back as we're going through a tough time. But guys, that's a weird game, and we had a chance to win it, and some freaky things happened, and we didn't. So, proud of our guys, very disappointed in the loss.
Go ahead. What do you think your biggest defensive issues were when you had your breakdown?
We had one messed up play on the double pass, or the halfback pass. That was the only really mistake that I thought we made. You're gonna give up a few yards against these guys. The quarterback was a physical kid and was able to get a few yards. Our biggest issue was we wore down in the second half. That was our biggest issue, because we were out there for 45. Guys, I think it was 16 to 13 minutes or something in the first half, and it ends up 40 to 19. The issue is we're dead. The issue is what the mistakes were. They did a great, guys, there weren't any long plays in there other than the one pass play.
You pride yourselves on having a player-led program. After this kind of start, do you stick with that, or are you tempted to kind of get more?
No, guys, I've been through this before. And no, it's still going to be a player-led program. Our coaches will step up. I've got to step up. Once again, it's easy to lead when things are going well. It's easy to lead as the linebackers and the D-line. It's hard to lead, and everybody wants to hide. I promise you I ain't hiding.
Coach, I want to ask, did you say you were expecting the onside kick? Because most of that front line was bailing out with it before the ball was hit.
Yeah, no, we weren't bailing out. Fitz, I'll look at the film.
Okay.
We talked about it a million times, and Mikey Bergeron is who I think the ball hit on.
Yeah, he was the one that was most squared up, and he still was sideways.
Well, yeah, but that's, you don't stand.
His body's going the wrong way.
Yep.
He had no chance to cover an onside kick.
Not when it's coming at you a million miles an hour, you know?
Not when it's dribbling, you're running the wrong way.
Yeah,
Anyhow,
exactly. Okay.
What's the biggest fix right now?
Pardon me?
What's your biggest fix?
My biggest fix is getting these kids to still believe in themselves. Let me pause. Fitz, I love you, man. You and I got a great relationship, and I don't agree with you, and we'll be okay with that. And I don't want everybody to kill us because you and I are really good friends. If we were doing that, we've got to correct it, okay?
Yeah.
And either way, it was a hard kick at the kid, and it bounced the wrong way, okay? Our fix is more us making sure we stay together, okay?
When the offense has to be on the sideline for as long as it was in the second half, what are you guys saying to those guys and telling them to do just to stay fresh?
Great question for Wellesley on Wednesday, man. I'm trying to figure out on defense for 45 plays and looking at the film and where are they hitting it at and why the yards bleeding and stuff. And I thought we tackled okay, but we didn't hit knockback tackles. And some of that is fatigue, and some of that is maybe the angles we took.
Coach, when you're trying to manage a situation like that, and it just feels like it's kind of snowballing on you, how do you manage your rotations as far as sending players on?
Just trying to keep guys as fresh as we could. It wasn't a tempo game, so we were able to get guys on and off. You know, our best players played way too much football today. They didn't in the first half, but in the second half, guys, I mean, I don't know what the play count was second half, but it was a lot.
And then when the offense comes back out there, I mean, obviously we've talked about it, but is it hard for them to stand on the sideline for an hour?
It definitely is. But then you got to do something when you come back out. And we knew that. We talked about this all week long, that you could be out sitting down for 20 minutes non-game time, and you have to come back and realize you can't hit it all in one play. You got to methodically stay patient and stay urgent. And guys, we had a chance even when it was, I was almost glad that they scored to make it whatever it was, 24-21, and gave us some time rather than getting a first down, and then they could have bled it all the way down under a minute. And man, we got one chance. We got probably cross that thing over the 40, and maybe we have it, but we don't finish the play.
You harp on eye discipline the entire week, and outside of the double pass in the second half, did you see that, or was it just you guys being worn
Yeah,
down?
I thought we had pretty good eye discipline other than the one play, but we just gave up too many bleeding yards. For 2 was 2.5 or 3 was 3.5 or 4.
You mentioned it being now a short week.
Mm-hmm.
So what are the pros and cons of that?
Well, there's
keeping
not a
guys
lot
locked
of
in?
pros to it when you're going on the road on a short week. But the biggest thing is we got to get our guys' bodies back. On defense, you're going to be beat up and you're going to be sore. So we've got to be smart with the guys. They got to hit their recovery and stuff. And then we've got to make sure the mentality of getting their bodies back is there and getting their minds back.
Gus Hawkins made his first career start at right tackle there, and also he saw the season debut of Amos. How do you feel like what they did when they were in the game?
Hopefully pretty good. It just wasn't very many plays at 43. And hopefully they'll learn from that. We didn't, JB Nelson was not available. Terrence Enos was not available. I don't know when they're going to be. Maybe they could be, but they were kind of late scratches in the week. So we're going to go with those guys.
You guys decided to kick on 4th and 2, both the first drives of the game, the field goal and the punt. Was there any thought of being more aggressive?
There was, but on the first, for sure on the second one. The first one we wanted to get points. When he deferred, I didn't want to go all the way down there and not get points. So that one, no, but on the second one, we had a conversation, you bet.
And then same situation, longer 4th and 5, but in Army's territory on the start of the second half.
Yeah. Probably didn't think the game was going to go that way with the way we played in the first half with the exception of the last series.
The second half was kind of weird from an offensive perspective, but rushing yards are down again today. What do you guys need to do to get that?
Yeah, a lot of things. I mean, one of it is getting into rhythm and staying on the field more. But without a doubt, we've got to, we had 18 carries. That's not very many for 74 yards. It's just not, it's not enough carries, not enough, I don't know what that is per average, but we've gotta be better there for sure.
Coaches, I don't know how else to phrase this, but is this team tough enough? Because
We're gonna find out,
Yeah.
Fitz. I thought the defense was tough today. I thought they wore down, and we all see that. Boy, I thought we were a tough, resilient group on defense. We gotta continue to make sure that we're mentally tough when adversity strikes. The physicality, I think, we have, but the mentality when, you know, we've played 3 games and we've had 3 down to the wire, basically last possession games. And maybe that's kind of what college football is right now for us, you know, with the new people we have.
Anything else? Coach, you had some praise for Bryce earlier in the week, and you guys had.
Yeah, I was happy for him. That was, you know, after the frustration of fumbling the ball, but I was happy that he made a big time play.
Okay, that'll do it, thank you.
Fitz, we good?